Hi, Ike and Jim here. Welcome to another episode of Adventures in Stoving. What we've got right here is the Bobcat system from Flat Cat Gear. Now, one thing I've got on the left-hand side, you see a ring sitting on the ground. That's a simmer ring. I'm not sure if that comes standard with Flat Cat Gear. I got that after I got the Bobcat system from Flat Cat Gear. So I just wanted to demo today lighting the stove. And one of the things I like about the stove, it's a real low-profile stove. This is the Flat Cat stove from Flat Cat Gear right here that you see on the base plate. In the background you see the windscreen, and in the windscreen is the pot. You can see the handles of the pot sticking out of the windscreen. Anyway, it's a real low-profile stove, and one of the things I like about that is that it allows you to have a shorter windscreen. Since the pot doesn't stick up, you don't have to cover as much area. So with that shorter windscreen, you can fit it into a pot easier. The low-profile stove was also just nice and wide open. It's easy, or relatively easy, to light with a firesteel. Some stoves that are alcohol stoves are really pretty tricky to light with a firesteel. So I kind of like using the firesteel for this. And yeah, I'm going to put some alcohol in just a little bit here. And then I'm going to take my firesteel. Let's see how we do here. But it's just nice wide open. Let's see if I can get a good light. There we go, second shot. And I've actually got the stove already warmed up. I tried it a second ago, so I'm going to go ahead and put the simmer ring on. And the stove needs to be a little bit warm for the simmer ring to be put on, otherwise sometimes it'll snuff it. And yep, that's going. So now the simmer ring is on. That's going to tone down the flame. And I'm going to put my lunch back on here, chicken and rice. And now you can see underneath this, this is an optional extra. This is called a Flat Cat hat. It's carbon felt. I just put it on top of the pot. And Flat Cat hat basically acts as an insulator, keeps the contents a little bit warmer. If you were going to try to do cozy type cooking, that'd be a nice thing to have. It also helps when you use the system for baking. So you can do dry baking in this system. So anyway, it doesn't weigh much, and you can use it as a pot holder. So I usually just leave it on the stove even if I'm not baking. And you know, after the flame goes out, it'll retain heat in there a little bit longer, so I can serve it up to my daughter, myself, or whomsoever I'm with. And while the Flat Cat insulator is on there, it'll tend to keep the contents hotter, and as I serve out various portions, the portions will still all remain hot. So it's kind of a nice little thing, and really negligible weight and negligible bulk. Okay, well anyway, I'm simmering away underneath there, and I've already basically cooked everything, and just am now in the simmering phase of the meal, and just getting my rice ready, and it works really well. It's a nice system. Let's see what things look like here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's just a little bit of bubbling in there, very, very little. Things had already been heated up, like I said, before I started this demo video. And anyway, that's chicken and rice, and a little broccoli. And it's doing really, really well. And that is going to fluff up really nicely. Okay, well anyway, that's the Bobcat Stove System from Flat Cat Gear, using a Flat Cat stove, which is a really nice little alcohol stove, low-profile alcohol stove, real easy to light with a firesteel, like I just demoed. And that's it. And I'm Ike and Jim. Thanks for joining me for another adventure in stoving.